Do you know what the difference between a hooker and a drug dealer is?
You tell me.
Well, a hooker, she can wash her crack and then resell it. Welcome to Get Lost.
Get Lost on air. Can we start like that? Can we really start like that? Is that how this is starting?
I've said worse. I've said worse, trust. I've got a different one that I'm just not sure whether I should say it or not. But I've got it written down just in case I really run out.
Alright, we'll have to see how it goes. Maybe maybe one day, maybe episode 100.
I don't think there's anything wrong with a bit of dark humour. Do you?
No, nothing wrong with it.
No.
Nothing wrong with that, bro. I mean, like, when you start a podcast, like, you want to hear about hookers' cracks. Like,
you do. I mean,
it's probably the best way to start. Now I think about it. If
me talking about hookers' crack offends you, then what are you doing? There's different shit to worry about. Is it not? I mean, I think that the internet is changing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I think because it used to be heavy on the dark humour when it had just started out.
Okay.
And then the internet flipped and then it was like, fuck, you can't say anything that might offend anyone or might be dark humour in any way, shape or form. But now it looks like it's going the other way again. I see a lot of dark humour on the internet.
Interesting theory. So you reckon we've broken through the sensitivity stage?
I think so, because I think it went so extreme that people then started fighting back, and we might be finding the middle ground here.
Mate, that'd be a beautiful thing.
It
That'd
would.
be a beautiful thing. That's a good day for everyone involved. Because that's what kind of like makes me go, oh god. Don't want to say anything because it's like, is it worth it? You know what I mean? Like, last thing you need is an angry horde of really upset people.
Exactly, and I mean, like,
bring it down. Like, it's just not how I want to spend like a Tuesday night.
No, because people were getting cancelled for doing these like dark humor jokes and things. But I think people are finally starting to realise the difference between a bit of a risky joke and an actual bad person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just trying to speak this into existence.
But mate, if you manage to change the whole internet by yourself, I'll be impressed by that.
Can you imagine? Well, I mean, people do it, don't they? People change the entire internet.
Facts. I mean, like, look at Elon.
I was about to say, Elon has changed the whole currency, which has been around for fucking millions of years. Currency, he's now bringing in Dogecoin. Well, he didn't bring it in, but he's endorsed it. Yeah,
you know, he's endorsed it every step, which I love. To be honest, because it's such a stupid idea, but that's what makes it so good. It's
and like, mugs like us have bought into it.
Oh god, yeah. I've got to get myself some Doge.
We've both invested in Dogecoin, people, and it feels good. It feels good.
When you buy your first crypto, it's like, all right, I can get used to this.
It's like a bit of relief. It's like, God, it's like breaking the seal. And then once you buy one. I found this. I only did it like this time last week. Bought my first ever crypto and bought one, and then I'm itching to just throw my money at different cryptos. I'm like, fuck it, take it, Bitcoin, take it, Ethereum, fucking take my money and make me more.
Oh my days! It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. It's like losing your virginity, isn't it?
It is actually, yeah.
Like it seems well scary before you do it.
Yeah.
And there's all this hype around it. You know, there's a few guys who are quite experienced at it. But you don't know if you're ready. You know,
and you think a lot could go wrong if you do something stupid.
Yeah.
But
and then you go for it. And, you know, you'll have the occasional bad story, but you're still having a good time most of the time. Like,
yeah, it's very, very true. Actually, that's incredible. I think that's how we should start endorsing all of these cryptocurrencies. Should we make our own?
Mate, that's how these scammers work, bro.
Yeah,
That's how these scammers are. They'll create a coin, and then they'll like pay influencers to promote it. Like, oh, this is gonna take off, and then obviously when it starts to take off a tiny bit, like it's so easy to get your return. So like when the value of the coin is so low, say it's like a fucking a millionth of a cent or something like that. You know, if you invest like, I don't know, like £100 into that, and then it goes up to like, I don't know, like a 100,000th of a cent, you've 10 times your money. You know,
yeah.
like. So that's how you get these Ponzi's. So they'll create this coin, influence it, and then it won't actually be worth anything. Like it'll actually be just like a useless coin.
That's what Doge started out as, though. Surely, it's just a useless
Doge
thing.
started out, it was a joke. It was a joke. Doge was. It was taking the piss out of cryptos, and then the guys who invented it actually like ended up sacking it off. And I swear, like they put no work into Doge at all. There's no real work behind the scenes going on, but it just works because it's a dog.
I love it.
It's awesome, mate. Imagine if, like, you know, we had currency, like handheld currency, and it was just animals, like you're like a £5, just like an elephant shape or something like that.
To be honest, that's less weird than having the Queen's head on your coin.
Yeah. There's this random woman who doesn't really have any influence on your life. You know,
it's really weird. I've just got this old woman on all my coins.
Yeah, I'd rather have like an animal, maybe. Maybe like you could do like footballers. You could do. Like
YouTubers.
singers.
You could put Jake Paul on there.
Yeah, Lewis Capaldi, just on the 20s.
God, he's not a very good looking man though. That's the issue.
You'd have to go like Gary Barlow, really.
Yeah, some like very
Bublé,
famous
maybe.
British person. I don't know, Mick Jagger. He's a Brit.
Yeah. I think you could get the 10s maybe.
Yeah, well, the Beatles, people love them, don't they?
Yeah, God knows why.
Fuck the Beatles. Fuck the Beatles.
Not my cup of tea, man.
No, but yeah, everyone go and invest in Doge.
Yeah, pump it up and we'll take our money out.
Yeah, yeah, just
This is not financial advice.
earn us some money. Thank you very much. It's good shit. No, but did you see Jake Paul
Oh, mate.
versus Mayweather
Bruh.
in the streets?
Well, I saw a few hot takes on that, but my favourite one was just like, he's actually inside Mayweather's head there, like so badly.
Yeah,
You know,
he is. I mean, right. So what happened was, for anyone who doesn't know, somehow, if you haven't seen, there was. I don't know what was actually going on. Did they just meet each other in the streets? What actually happened there?
I don't know. Like, was Logan even there?
I don't think so. But basically, just Jake Paul and Mayweather were face to face, like nose to nose, fucking shouting at each other, and Jake was just being his usual twat self. And then he just grabs Mayweather's hat, yanks it off and goes, "Got your hat," and then runs. And did you see the aftermath of that? What his face looked like?
Yeah. Was that from Mayweather? Did Mayweather hit him?
It was either Mayweather or his boys, because he had like 20 of his boys about, didn't he? Like all these security guards and stuff.
Yeah.
And Jake's face got fucking messed up. He got absolutely messed up from this. Jesus. And it's so funny. He fully deserved it. Just for being a little shithead. It's the most childish thing I've ever seen.
It is. It's like when he said, because he took his hat off his head, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was like the main thing. He went up to him and was like, "Got your hat," and ran off. And I was like, mate, it's so awful to watch. The whole experience of watching something like that, it doesn't feel good. But it generates him so much fucking money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's annoying how painful it is to anyone who's watching these shenanigans.
Do you know
the fact that he's just like he rinsing everyone through it?
Do you know what? Right. I get that. Like that they were having an argument and everything, and that clearly Jake doesn't like Mayweather because his brother's fighting him and everything like that, right? But no matter, even if it's your best mate, if someone takes your hat off your head and runs with it, it is the most frustrating thing that can ever happen to you. If you're wearing a hat and your mate nicks your hat, it's like, I could fucking kill you right now. I don't know why.
Bro.
It exposes your bad hat hair, and it's fucking... It's a nightmare. And to have Jake Paul do that.
Yeah, that's got to be taxing on the soul.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, that would piss me right off.
Can you imagine going home to your wife? You're a fucking, like, one of the best boxers of all time. You go home to your wife. Yeah, how's your day been? Oh, well, Jake Paul nicked my hat.
Little shithead Jake Paul.
He's just such a fucking... it's nuts how much it matters as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter at all, but it's just so funny.
It took the internet by storm, though. Everyone's like, what's wrong with this kid?
I don't give a shit. Like...
Fucking Jake Paul.
Mate, Jake Paul's so funny. I can't wait for this fight to get started, to be honest with you.
Mate, I know. I want everyone to fight Jake Paul because he's getting really big-headed now. Obviously, I'm fine with Logan. I quite like Logan, to be honest with you. So I don't care who wins his fight, but I want someone to just knock Jake out.
Mate, I just want to see someone get hurt at this point. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's Mayweather, if it's fucking Logan or Jake Paul. I just need to see someone get hurt.
Yeah, I need an injury. I need a serious injury. That would be nice.
It's crazy.
All these, do you remember when we were big fans of Jeff Bezos?
When we were.
Well, since his divorce, we haven't really spoken about it much.
No, his wife nicked his money, he lost his job. It hasn't looked good for him since, I don't think.
And is that going to be the same as Bill Gates? Because he has just divorced with his wife, hasn't he?
Now, this raises an interesting point. Because I was in a taxi last night. And the taxi driver
Where
said
are you
to
going
me,
with this?
taxi driver said to me, I don't know why he thought he'd initiate this conversation, but he was like, yo, so you heard about this the Gates divorce? I was like, yeah. I'm just going out for drinks, mate, but okay. Yeah, I've heard about the Gates divorce.
That's worse taxi chat than, so how's your night been? Busy night? What time did you finish?
But he raised an interesting point. He said, and, I'm not, this guy, I'm not having down as a credible source, but he said that the reason these CEOs, these billionaires are getting divorced is because it suits them better for tax purposes. So
what?
with the new
What?
Biden administration, right? He's introducing a capital gains tax, like a really high capital gains tax, so that the money that people make on shares and shit, you'll get taxed so much more than you would have done.
Right.
And according to this taxi driver,
financial advisor, the taxi driver.
That's where I get all my advice from. But
I just book taxis just to get advice sometimes. Sometimes when I just don't know what to do with my life, I book a taxi. I hop in the Uber and ask him.
Ask him what?
Nothing. Well, I didn't have a specific piece of advice. Well, if I have something wrong with my life, I'll ask him. I'll ask him a question.
I see. Yeah, it's cheaper than therapy, so
it is. Well,
just tell him to let the ticket run.
Some taxi drivers charge quite a lot. Depends where you are.
So some therapists, brother.
Yeah, you might have a good point there.
Yeah. So his argument was that the reason these billionaires are getting divorced, because it is convenient how like they are just getting divorced. How Bill Gates is getting divorced. Bezos getting divorced, similar times. Maybe it's just coincidence, but
apparently the top 4 people, like the top 4 richest people in the world, have all been divorced. Have all just like recently got divorced. and Zuckerberg is the fifth, the most rich person.
This has to be a fucking thing. Like, that's one of the weirdest coincidences. I mean, don't get me wrong, the pandemic's probably hit everyone quite hard, but like, like that's too much of a coincidence.
Yeah.
Maybe the taxi driver's right.
Maybe he is. Maybe he knows something that we don't.
Because these guys, like, you know, they'll do anything to preserve their wealth.
But
anything.
I don't get it. Right. When you're that rich,
yeah,
do you notice the tax coming out? I get that it's all done on percentages of what you earn, but
yeah, surely
when you've got that much money, you don't even notice the tax coming out.
Well, I think the way it works with those things, it's like you get a tax bill. It's not like in a monthly paycheck where it just kind of comes out and you don't really, you know, see it. Like I'll get my paycheck and I won't consider the tax too much.
Yeah.
Because I get it monthly, it's done automatically. But because they've all got businesses, it's like they'll just get hit with a fucking bill, like, you know, at some point in the year. So like, and the amount of work that they put in to get out of those already is unreal. Like, I remember Amazon having their fucking, like, their headquarters in Ireland at some point. They'd, like, describe themselves as an Irish company so they could get away with tax.
Really?
Essentially, yeah.
But when you're that rich, it's like, you got so much money. Even a big bill, right? Would you notice it that much? Does Jeff, Mr. Bezos, fucking see this bill and go, God, that's going to affect the weekly shop?
Only one tiramisu this week, like.
Better not go to Waitrose tonight. Fucking get down to Aldi, mate.
Do you reckon that's what the divorce was about, like? Jeff, I'm not shopping at Aldi.
I refuse to step into Lidl. It's Waitrose or nothing. I might stretch to a Tesco's, but Waitrose or nothing.
Imagine having a wife swap, like, they're just... They're actually just swingers. Like,
well, your regular wife swap with like Jeff Bezos' wife.
No, like Bill Gates' wife.
What, swap with Jeff Bezos?
Yeah, maybe that's a billionaire thing, you know? Because I imagine they've got their own little societies and stuff. You know, they're all lizard people, aren't they? So it's
they are. But like, would their lives be that different? Like, it would be more entertaining. I'm thinking reality show style, right?
Right.
Stick with me on this. We get the richest wives in the world.
Yeah.
So whether it might be the woman who's made all the money, but she's in this show now. Okay. She has to swap her lifestyle with someone who has like just a normal income, normal wage. Yeah. So we've got people like Kim K in there. We've got Jeff Bezos' wife. We've got fucking Elon's wife. All of the top like rich women swap with, and you could do with men as well. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't make a difference. And swap with someone at a normal income, and see how they would deal with it.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, well, like Jeff Bezos having to live in a house where he hasn't got a dishwasher.
Yeah, he's got to wash everything by hand. He hasn't got a maid. He hasn't got fucking anything. He has to make his own bed.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Like, watching him try to play five-a-side on the weekend. Does that change with money? Do the rules change when you get a bit of money? But these are quite boring people, though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you notice that, like, there's not like they're not all like Elon, who's just kind of cooked.
Yeah, all right. Well, make the richest and most entertaining people. Then we'll get Elon in there. We'll get Kanye in there because he's rich and funny.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, even Kevin Hart's rich as fuck, and he's also an entertaining person to watch. Stick him in just a normal house now.
Well, just do like wife swap with all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just like a load of like chefs and mechanics and shit like that.
Yeah, and then people like us, we would go into their house and their lifestyle and just have full reign of their money for like a week.
I mean, Bezos' wife for a week, yeah.
Yeah, damn right. And then, we'd just be able to fucking buy whatever we want. Can you imagine being able to buy whatever you want and not worry about how much it costs?
Yeah, that's the life I live, baby.
That would be so nice. Being able to
Toad's
rock up
going
to
to the moon.
Tesco's and be like, £3 for a meal deal? Fucking no worries. I could get one every single day and it wouldn't affect me.
Bro. Right, don't even give me the discount.
Yeah, I'll pay for all these items individually. That's how rich I am.
I'll get a triple sausage sandwich on its own.
Yeah.
Just
And I'll get a packet of crisps on its own. Put them through as 2 separate orders, please. 2 transactions. And a naked smoothie.
That's a bigger flex than having a bottle of Grey Goose in the club.
It actually is. It is.
Yes.
Refusing a deal. Well, this is buy one, get one free. No, I'll pay for both.
I'm alright,
I'll
thanks.
pay for
I'm alright,
both.
thanks.
I'm financially stable. I will pay for both.
Tesco's could do with some of my money.
Yeah, they're struggling. Tesco's really struggling.
Oh man, there's something I want to talk about. This guinea pig is just making me laugh. I can't stop laughing at this fucking guinea pig. It's huge. It's huge. For anyone who hasn't seen this guinea pig is going to be on the YouTube. But there's this picture of this giant guinea pig being carried by, looks like some sort of Armenian woman, and this guinea pig is like the size of an actual pig.
We don't have any context either. We've just got the picture of this guinea pig, so we don't know where it is, where it's from.
This guinea pig looks like it. Like if you had like a knock on your door in the night and you opened your door and you saw this guinea pig, you'd shit yourself.
Yeah, that would steal your wife. That thing.
Yeah, but that'd eat your dog.
The thing is, though, is she not just holding it? You know, like people who catch fish, they hold their fish like out here so it looks bigger.
Yeah.
So like this is my phone. My phone's here.
Yeah.
But if I hold my phone like this, it looks fucking huge.
Yeah, but his left foot is on like her belly.
Yeah, I suppose it is, isn't it? There's a big guinea pig.
She's got him in a proper chokehold as well. Like
She's terrified of that thing. She just refuses to even look at it. Fucking hell.
Look at the size. Its head is like enormous. Mate. Oh my god.
I have a story about guinea pig.
Oh,
But I'm not even sure if it's real.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether it's one of those stories that you hear as a kid, and the more you remember it, the more you like sort of make up details.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm going to tell it how I remember it, right? One of my friends.
I should assume it's true, brother. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
me too. So am I. Right, everyone, this is a true story, 100% fact. I can't remember who told it to me, but one of my friends had a guinea pig pen in their garden, right? 2 or 3 guinea pigs in there, and it was on firework night.
Yeah.
And they were doing like home fireworks, and they're lighting fireworks in the garden. Pew bang, pew bang. If you didn't know what fireworks are like, and one of these fireworks falls over like this, bang, and then just fucking shoots off into the guinea pig's hutch thing.
Jeez.
And it's like, it's one of them like squealy ones where he goes like, so it's bouncing about on all the walls of this pen. It's going pew, 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 pew. And there's these 2 guinea pigs just running around fucking absolutely terrified for their life in the in the guinea pig hutch. And I don't know whether that's true. I don't know whether I've fully made that up or not, but it's a memory in there somewhere, and I don't know how it got there.
Oh, bro. I think it's got to be true, bro. If it like occurred in your mind, it must be true.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think that's how it works. It's like maybe you get a thought, like that thought's true.
But I've had a lot of dreams that 100% are not true. I had a dream once that I was at our high school, standing on this little concrete square that I used to stand on in my break times, and it was half the school versus the other half of the school, like just throwing dead birds at each other, like dead pigeons, like a snowball fight but with pigeons. I don't think that's true.
Are you talking about the Dead Pigeon Day?
The Great Dead Pigeon War of 2014. Oh, is that what you're talking about? Oh, I remember now.
Oh, dude. Yeah. It's just one of those turf wars, isn't it? You know, everyone, bring your own dead pigeon.
Yeah,
BYODB.
Year 10 versus Year 11 Pigeon War. Out on the field. Tuesday night.
There's a big barrier.
Oh, mate.
There's people just launching pigeons. That's like Reading. Do you remember when we had Reading? And there's like a big hedge between two camps and people just launching like fucking ketchup.
Oh, that was so funny. Just I don't know why. We were in like... So we went to Reading. This was Reading 2015, everyone. And we were in like... Each camp section has different colours. And so we were in brown camp for this year, which is miles away from main stage because it was our first festival. And we were like, we don't want to get too rowdy. We don't want to get our tent burned down. It's our first festival, boys. We can't be getting too rowdy.
Just dipping our toes in.
We're just testing the waters, you know. We were going to go in white camp, but that was like family camping, so we didn't. So we were in brown camp, and that's the place where there's not supposed to be many riots. But for some reason, one happy Saturday evening, people just start launching shit over this hedge like fucking rocketing stuff, and there was the weirdest shit flying over, like fucking camp chairs and ketchup bottles and apples. It was so weird. It was like the Blitz. The Reading Blitz.
It was literally like someone had bombed a house and like random household objects were just flying.
It was, wasn't it? There was like tent poles coming flying, like spearing past and jabbing into other tents. It was mad.
And they were giving out these free what was it? It was like Weetabix bars, wasn't it? Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was Weetabix milkshakes. That's what it was. I don't know who the fuck thought a Weetabix milkshake would be a good idea.
Let's just cure the hangover. You gotta get a bit of fibre.
You know what I mean? Like, but when you get that slushy bit at the end of your Weetabix, I've never like looked at that and thought, yeah, we should bottle this.
No, and I don't think fibre is really the best thing to be having at a festival because you do not want to shit when you're at a festival. You want the least amount of fibre in your system so you don't have to visit the Portaloos.
Yeah, it's better to be constipated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of nice, to be honest. That was kind of nice.
It was good fun, though. Do you know what? I'm a bit pissed off.
Well, that was quick.
I got told the other day I am past my prime.
I tell people that all the time.
It's the most horrible thing to hear, especially when you're already thinking it and you're already thinking, fuck, I'm going downhill.
Glory days are behind you, son. That's it. You better saddle up now.
That's the worst feeling.
Mate. You start doing yoga before your bowels just disintegrate.
Like, fitness-wise, though, I'm the fittest I've ever been. But it's just social-wise, I think I'm past my prime. And it's so sad. It's so depressing.
I don't know. I don't think you passed your prime. You're like, mate, fuck it. Like, that's not true. It's not true. It's just wrong.
It's not true. It's just not true.
It's just wrong.
That's wrong. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I do... So the reason I got told I was past my prime, we were playing this game.
Yeah.
It's a game where there's a question master who has this stack of cards. It's a really good drinking game. They've got a stack of cards, and there's two teams of two, right? And the card could say, like, who on your team is past their prime. And then so you ask one of the teams, and the two people in the team have to write down who they think, and then the other team have to guess whether or not they think that you two have agreed, and they can discuss as loudly as they want. So they can go like, no, I think Charlie is past his prime, and I think they both agree that he's past his prime, and shit like that. And yeah, they all thought that I was past my prime, and it hurt.
That's brutal, mate. That's brutal.
That's the sort of game that just you don't want to be playing because it plays on your mind for months. Months. I know.
Like, the thing is that you've had a good run.
It's time to hang up the boots and retire.
Like, come on, let's not lie to ourselves. You've done well.
Yeah.
But I think it's time to let go of things. You know, you start worrying about your retirement.
I'm already worrying about that, to be honest. I already have a pension.
You'll be finding a wife quite quickly because it's only going downhill from here, son.
Yeah. Have you heard of the game Paranoia?
Yeah.
Have you played that?
Isn't that like some horrible ass game where it's just like you got to tell people like the thing like the thing you like the least about them?
Well, it's the paranoia that I've heard of is where it's a bit like what I just that game I just said, but you basically have to whisper to what you say. You're all sitting in a circle. Yeah, like it's a drinking game, really. Say you have to whisper to someone and say like, who here has or who do you think is the ugliest here, or something like that. Then the person who you've whispered it to has to point to whoever it is that they think, and then it's a coin toss to see whether or not the whole circle hears what that question was. And if it's like heads, then everyone hears what the question was, and if it's tails, then you just move on without ever knowing. So someone could point to you and nobody knows why, and then it just moves on, and then you're just paranoid for the rest of the night.
Oh man, that's a game you got to play with your friends, really, isn't it? Like you can't be playing that one with Randy's. I say that your friends know you better. Like I find it horrible when it's one of those games. It's like you pass the cards around, and it's your turn. It's like your card means what do you like least about this person? And you just gotta like look at them and think about how many different things you hate about them.
Yeah, and then you've got to think what would offend them the least by what you say. You've got this long list of things that you hate about them, but it's like which one won't hurt them?
What can they handle?
Yeah, because I'm not going to say that I think they've got really smelly breath, but I might say that they get a bit annoying when they get drunk.
You gotta push them over the edge. Like you got a friendship to uphold at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. And especially when you're all drinking,
they're always like, no, go for it. It's fine. I can take it. And like, you can't say what you actually think. You can't just be like, I really don't like your mum.
Your mum's annoying as fuck, man.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
And it looks like you're going the same way. You're a spitting image of your mum.
I actually think you're a massive narcissist.
I think you might die alone.
Imagine the mood of the table. Like, you can't say that. You can't say that. So
God, it's fucking.
It's one of those situations where you're forced to lie, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't care who you are. You cannot. Nobody can take that sort of criticism.
No,
absolutely not. But I saw a thing on TikTok that I thought maybe let's uplift ourselves.
Oh, nice. Yeah, let's go for it.
Let's uplift ourselves.
Yeah, why not? It's a Saturday.
What do you think is the strongest part about your body?
My monster cock.
Right. Right. Okay.
Like
strong in physical sense, like actual
okay,
weightlifting.
Not as in just the best part of my body. Okay.
No.
All right, I'm thinking of it differently now. Okay, fair enough. I'll take my answer back in that case.
Yeah, you're doing curls with your knob.
Yeah.
Got a muscly dick.
It's got a life of its own. Probably my shoulders, bro. My shoulders, like they just look. When I tense my shoulders, it just looks out of proportion. Although you can see, like if I like, you can't really see it, but like
you've got beefy shoulders, mate.
My shoulder muscles just like in proportion to like everything else. Just like it's because when I was younger, right? I used to work on a farm, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people might not know that, to be fair.
Obviously, not obvious at all. You don't sound like you've ever worked on a farm.
No, not really. I sound like I've got like a hedge fund or some shit, or like my dad runs a hedge fund or some shit.
Obviously, as you can tell, I worked on a farm when I was young. Yeah. Daddy's farm.
Yeah, so no, we used to have these like barrels of like my dad sold like horse supplements and shit, right?
Yeah.
So he'd sell things like magnesium and like turmeric, but they come in these big old barrels. So like I'd like work for him and I'd pay for it.
Yeah.
So I'd be like carrying these fucking like, 15 and 20 kilo barrels in each arm and having to like walk them across the fucking farm all the time, and like filling up water buckets and having to carry them everywhere. So like all your training is shoulders.
Yeah, it's heavy weight. It's heavy lifting for a kid. You're at the age you were.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, you're doing all this exercise, but it's all in just one area. So you just end up having like decent shoulders, but like everywhere else is just dead thin. You know what I mean?
And especially when you're that young as well, like you find that like with swimmers, people used to swim when they were young. Like they just grow into the swimmer's body, and then they've got a swimmer's body for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, they always have like massively wide shoulders. It's like, bro, it's crazy.
Yeah. All right, so shoulders is your strongest point in your body.
Probably, yeah, I'd say shoulders.
Okay.
What do you reckon yours is, my man?
I think my back.
Yeah, do you like training? I hate training back.
I like training back, and I got told that I was in a hotel room, and we were with the boys, and I was playing a bit of COD, and I was sat on the edge of the bed, and there was a guy sat behind me, and he goes, "Your back is fucking massive," and I went, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, you're like a silverback gorilla." I was like, "Thanks, bro."
Oh, Jesus, bro, he's flirting.
Thanks, my G. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I like training back. Okay, next then, what do you think the sexiest part of your body is?
My monster cock.
I knew it. Thing is, men don't have anything sexy really, unless you.
I don't know, right? Yeah. You didn't see my feet.
I have seen your feet. I absolutely have.
I feel like, you know, a good few toes can, you know, it can take you a long way.
They can for some people. Some people love some toes.
They do. It's weird, isn't it? How you get like I think it's because like I read somewhere that it's because their brains are undeveloped. People with foot fetishes have undeveloped brains, and they get mixed up between like there's this like part of their brain that gets mixed up. That means they like that means they get attracted to feet.
That fits, because why else would you be attracted to feet?
They're just like a bunch of unevolved human beings. Like,
that's so funny. It's just a bunch of Neanderthals like feet.
And when the ape had the first mushroom, then they were like, "Oh, what the fuck? These guys like feet?"
Yeah, that's fucking weird. Guys, we made fire over here.
That's funny. Like whoever is listening to this podcast and likes feet, I've just called them unevolved.
Yeah, sorry, lads. Sorry. Oh well,
this is true. So someone had to tell you. And it is a 100% fact. It's a scientific fact. This is something my taxi driver told me also. So.
Yeah, the advice man.
The advice man. Worst superhero ever. The advice man. We're just gonna like come into any situation, just do consulting.
To be fair, advice man would help out all other superheroes.
Yeah,
he wouldn't be able to do any of the stuff.
You know, you just talk about it. It'd be like everyone on fucking Insta. It'd be like one of those Instagram motivational business pages. You know what I mean? Like
agony aunt for fucking Thor.
It'd be like work 9 to 5 for your income, but 6 to 10 for your empire. Just giving out shitty advice to just like spurs people on.
Just the vaguest advice.
Advice, man.
All right, so your sexiest part of your body, what do you think it is? Okay, you go with feet. Fine. Fine.
I like the Neanderthals, baby.
Yeah, fair enough.
What about you? What's the sexiest part of your body? This is a wild question. It
is a bit of a difficult one, isn't it? I don't know. Girls like collarbones, so I'll go with collarbones. Yeah, tattoos. I'll go with tattoos.
Yeah, I see. Your sexiest part of your body is the only part of your body that's completely unnatural.
I wasn't born with, yeah. I'm sexy by choice.
The sexiest part of my body is my bank account.
All right, next, what's your favourite part of your body?
Favourite part? Probably my monster cock, actually.
I'm supposed to be a wholesome end.
I am running this joke in the ground. Sorry, remind me what the question was.
Favourite part?
Favourite? I quite like my nose. Well, dope nose.
Fucking, I wonder what that's like.
Where is it? I just got a little button nose, isn't it? Like,
I don't.
My nose kind of looks like I've been punched in the face. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like been hammered back in. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, what, the bridge?
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
No, someone's just uppercutted me. Like,
mine doesn't. Mine looks like someone's hit me on the back of the head and it's come out. It's come out further.
Yours looks like you were born to be a sniffer dog.
It does, or like a bird. I look like I'm going to get some fucking worms. Oh god, this has just got sad, isn't it? All right, what's the most important part of your body?
That's the important part. Legs, man. I think legs are amazing.
Legs are actually important. You're right.
It's so sick. Like, you even think about how mad legs are. Like if it wasn't like, imagine you just didn't have legs, but like some people just don't have them.
Yeah, well, I think I'd rather not have any legs than have legs that don't work. Because you could walk on your hands if you've got no legs.
Yeah, but it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I suppose it would be. All right, here's a mad question to end on.
Right.
Would you rather have no legs, but you've still got feet attached to the bottom of your torso, or no arms, but you've still got hands attached to the side of your torso, like here? You'd be like walking around like...
Just imagine trying to do push-ups, like.
Yeah, you wouldn't really be able to, but you could do squats.
You could do like finger rubs. You'd be like,
yeah, you'd have some quite strong fingers.
Yeah,
but yeah, you could still do squats because you could hold the bar there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'd rather hands because like the feet are useless if you haven't got legs.
Yeah. But then, if you fall over, you're done for. It's like falling over with a straitjacket on. You're done for.
Yeah, but imagine though, like just having a torso, and just shoes, shoes, no legs, just shoes in the bottom, just like a pair of dogs. I'm thinking, like, they can't even use it. They can't even move. You can't move them. There's no joints.
Well, there's just like little ankles.
You'd have to still like move while you got arms, but you'd just be wearing shoes.
I'd rather that still. I'd definitely rather that. You can do more with your do more with your arms.
Just for the stability of it.
Yeah, because having hands up here, right? Yeah, your fingers move and stuff, but like, what else can you do? You'd have to go like this to grab anything. Like,
oh, yeah. Yeah, it's actually true. Trying to pick stuff up. You imagine trying to eat.
Doing anything, mate. It's so impractical.
But it looks less ridiculous than no legs.
Does it?
Yeah,
I'd rather. Because if I'm sat at a dinner table, right, I've still got arms and hands, but my feet are just like, I'm just pretty much standing on the chair. No one knows if I'm like tucked right up against the table. Yeah, but if I'm sat there with my fucking hands like this, like that's weird as shit.
Yeah, but that's when you're at the dinner table. Say you're walking down the street, having no arms. It's a bit strange, don't get me wrong. But it's not unheard of. Otherwise, having no legs but feet.
You could just chill in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I guess.
There's ways to combat that. There's no ways to combat no arm.
Yeah, but you'd still see their shoes just kind of poking out the bottom. You know what I mean? Like, if they're not wearing shoes, you just see their little toes just like no matter what,
t-shirt.
You couldn't sit down. You can't sit down. You'd have to be standing up all the time.
Yeah, but
just on your feet.
Would your feet ache if there's... maybe.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
There's a funny thought. And you can't even get prosthetic limbs because you've still got the hands there or the leg or the feet there. So you can't just detach them to put something else there.
It looks so ridiculous.
Either way, you wouldn't be able to drive. Anyway, should we move on? It's time for the questions.
I'm just thinking about being in Clarks and trying on shoes. You know how you do the little pace to like the test that they fit, right?
Yeah.
You just be like pushing yourself along, be like, yeah, I think they're okay.
I just wouldn't bother wearing shoes.
You just have your toes just dangling.
I just
out.
put socks on.
Yeah, I guess. Oh my god,
that's funny shit. Okay, have you got a scene for the questions game?
Yeah. You're a man with no arms, but you've got hands.
Okay,
you're talking
you're
to
the
a
opposite.
Man. Yeah. You're in a heated conversation with a man who's got feet but no legs.
Okay, wait. Which one am I?
Which one do you want to be, brother?
I'll be the guy. All right, we've both got to rep what we've gone for. I will be the guy with arms but no legs.
All right.
And we've got to argue about who's got the worst life.
We start bitching, like who's the most privileged?
Yeah. Okay. Get in character.
All right. Bro, where are your legs, man?
Where are your arms?
Doesn't it look a bit weird?
Doesn't it feel a bit weird having no arms?
Can you run?
Can you drive?
How do you pick things up?
Don't you see that I've got arms?
What are they?
Hang on, how do you pick things up?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Didn't I ask the question?
Did you?
Did I?
Have you always lived like this?
Without arms?
You missing anything else?
Wait, don't I have arms?
Where are your legs, bro?
Oh yeah. I confused myself. I was like, wait, I'm forgot which one I was being.
Oh god, that one will. That conversation's killed me.
Good shit.
I just can't stop imagining it.
Oh mate, funny though.
Yeah, it's quite funny.
It would be funny to watch.
It's peak. It's peak that happens. Like maybe there's these guys that just. It's just weird having just like some of the limb and not all of it. Like,
Yeah, that is a bit long, but your arms wouldn't be.
yeah. All right, moving on. Thank you for listening, everyone. Bit of a roller coaster today. I hope you have a lovely evening. Just like get involved with the channel. Just fucking. You got any thoughts? Feel free to say them. Hashtag get lost on air. And let's get lost.
Get lost on air.
Welcome to Get Lost.
Get lost on air.